Alrighty, do you have your page cut out and glued and make sure that you can lift up your flaps? Then we are ready to go. Why do people live in communities? If you want to highlight this, put a star next to this. This is the main big picture that we're going to be talking about. And then these are the three big parts that I want you to remember throughout this lesson. So when I ask you what's the three big ideas of why people live in community, you're going to be able to say, oh, communities have places where people live, work, play, and go to school. Communities help keep people safe, and communities help people meet their basic needs. So by the end, I can say, why do people live in communities? You give me these three answers, okay? But for today, we're going to lift up the flaps and we're going to write some examples. So this first one says, communities have places where people can live, work, play, and go to school. So what are some examples, that's the word I'm looking for, of places that people can live, work, play, and go to school? What might we draw a picture of? For live, what do you live in? If you live in an apartment, you might draw an apartment building and label it an apartment. So maybe if I was drawing an apartment, it might look like this. There is still a door, but there's lots of windows and they're usually stacked. And then for our picture, we're also going to label it. So I would label it apartment. If you live in a house, you could draw a picture of your house. House. Okay? You don't have to draw both. You can pick one, or you can draw a couple. What is an example of where people work? This is a hard one. How do I draw this? Maybe you could draw a factory or a store. And you could label it factory or a store. Maybe if I knew what Dollar General looked like a little bit better. DG. They have sliding glass doors. Store. What is an example of where people play? Maybe we could draw a playground. Maybe draw a swing, draw a slide. Not sure that that's a great slide, but we could label it park or playground. Okay. So this is an example of where people live, where people work, where people play, and then go to school. We could draw a picture of our school. It's a real long building. There's a long set of doors. And what's our school called? COLUMBIA Elementary. Okay. So here's some examples. Make sure you label them so that way you can remember. And then we're going to go to the next one. Communities help keep people safe. What is in your community, our community, that help keep people safe? One of the places that helps keep you safe is the school. You are safe when you come to the school. All of the teachers here look out for you and make sure that you are safe and protected. I'm just going to label it school, but you can name it if you want again. We have a police station. I don't know what Columbia's police station looks like because it's been a real long time since I've been there. Police station. Maybe the fire station is separate. The fire station is usually longer because it has garage doors for the fire trucks. A fire station. There's also doctors. Okay. Doctor's office. And we have a hospital in Jackson. Okay. Maybe you might want to put a line going across here so we know when our flaps are open where they stop. The bottom flap is helping people meet their basic needs. Helping people meet their basic needs, those are the grocery stores. So we might have Country Market or whatever store. Brooklyn has Country Market. Napoleon really has Dollar General or a gas station. You can't really, if you live in Napoleon, you basically have to go somewhere else to get food. Like grocery type food. You can eat, but anyways. What other stores do we have? We have restaurants. So what kind of restaurants are in your community? In our community, we have, I have no idea what Subway sign looks like. It's like arrows now. Maybe like this a little. Right? Subway. We also have the Galley. If you haven't been there, you should go. Maybe. We go there a lot. We go there more than I'd like to, but we go there a lot. What else do we have? Grocery stores, restaurants, clothing stores. Brooklyn has some small clothing stores like, what's the consignment shop called? I can't remember. There's there's a consignment shop, but then there's Carolyn's Corner something that has clothes. There's Village Peddler has some clothes. So there are some clothes. I'm going to choose to go to Jackson for this one. Westwood doesn't have very much left in it anymore. Jackson Crossing is usually where we go. I'm just going to write mall. Mall is where we go to get our clothes. Where I go. Well, actually, sometimes I go to Myers, too. I don't ever go to Walmart. But people go to Walmart, too. I don't have good experiences with Walmart. So I just don't go. I think that food, clothes, I think that's it for our basic needs. Now, are there things like getting your nails done, getting your hair done, and all those other things? Yeah. Are those basic needs? Some people say yes, but no, they are not. So once you have examples drawn, labeled under your flaps, keep this page handy because you're going to need it throughout this unit to look back at and say, oh yeah, that's why that's important, that's what that means. Okay, so we're going to keep coming back to these three main big ideas throughout us learning about what a community is. I'm excited for tomorrow. See you guys then.